So I just have a gi here with a towel inside, kind of add some bulk into the arm. So imagine you're in side control like this. All I'm going to do is grab on to the wrist here. My elbow goes flush to the side of the person's head. My other hand goes underneath. Sometimes people like showing palm up so that there's not a lot of friction. So you go palm up and lift that up, and then palm down and grab your own wrist here. From here, you're going to try to put his elbow to his rib, right? So I'm going down, and then I lift up from here. I can use without my thumb if I want, but I'm really just bringing this down and up. Now the guy's going to defend that by trying to straighten out his arm, so he's going to do this to it. My grips do not change. All I'm doing with my body now is actually following the arm up as he straightens it out. Now I'm going to get a straight arm off from here. Cool. So let's go through that 2-move flow, and I'll add the Kimura after that. Cool. So let me show it one more time, and you're going to try it on me. So you're here. The guy's in side control, right? His arm's like that. So you're going to push the arm to the mat, put the elbow to the mat here. You're going to lock that in place. Now this hand goes palm up, grab onto your own wrist. From here, I'm going to bring his palm down and his elbow up. I'm going to bring it down to his rib and lift the elbow up here. As a defense, he's going to straighten out his arm so it doesn't get broken. So I'm just going to follow it as he straightens it out here. His thumb's right here. I'm going to turn his thumb up towards the ceiling. That way I can hyperextend his elbow here. There's a break. Get heavier than that. Perfect. Palm up. Yes. Under my arm now. Grab your own wrist. Bring my elbow down to my wrist. Lift my elbow up. Perfect. Now I straighten out my arm. You're going to follow it with your whole body. Yes. There. Nothing changed. Now all you're going to do is push down on here. Lift up on my elbow here. When you're here in side control, a lot of people get heavy. They're going to start pushing on your neck like this, right? The frame. That way you can turn your body a little bit to your side so you capture the wrist here over the top. Yes. Now you're going to use your body to push it down. Nice. Now it's my arm versus your body weight. It's going to be hard for me to do that. From here, capture that. Good. Elbow down, elbow up. I straighten it up. Boom. Turn my thumb towards the ceiling here. Nice. Good. So now the next thing after that is my defense from here to here is to bring it down here so it doesn't get locked. So the biggest thing with this one, so you went through this motion here, you straighten it out. Now, when the guy puts his arm down here, he's going to grab onto his belt so that you cannot lock it anymore. So the biggest thing for this, right when the guy turns his arm down, you're going to hug it up. So my left arm that was underneath, that was breaking the elbow, it's going to hug onto my shoulder here. Cool? I'm going to do that so I can actually transfer my other arm under it. And now I'm going to grab onto the wrist this way. So I essentially did a reverse Americana. So it's a Kimura. Right? So I'm going here, everything's the same now. Now since I'm going to have to bring this hand behind his back to break the shoulder, notice how my body lifts up like that to do that. If he's strong, he'll just push me over. So that's why people like to point their feet here and then actually step over the head and use the whole body to break the shoulder this way. Because me stepping over his head prevents him from lifting his head up. It puts a barrier there. So I'm just literally doing that, and I'm going to break on the shoulder. So here's side control. Yes. Americana. Good. Good. Elbow down. Tap. I straighten it out. Thumb up towards the ceiling. Good. Now I'm going to do this. Immediately hug it with your left arm. Good. Now switch it with your right arm. Good. Now your left hand grabs my wrist. Nice. Now you grab your own wrist with your right. There. See, now if you start cranking up on this, put my hand behind my back. Yes. Now lift my shoulder up. Lift it up towards the ceiling. Yeah. See how your body has to naturally adjust? Yes. If I keep doing this, you're going to fall over. So take this leg, put it over my head. Yep. Step, 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 step. There. Now you crank on the shoulder. Tap. Try again. Americana. Thumb up this way.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Hug it and switch it. Grab it over the top with your left hand. Yes. Good. Now grab your own wrist here with your right. Good. That locks that up. Now you're going to switch your hip, point your feet towards me. Put this leg over my head. And crank on the shoulder. Nice. So that's your Americana straight arm lock Kimura drill. And what's cool about that, once you get the Kimura grip, and the guy wants to get out of that by straightening out his arm, you keep the Kimura grip. And if he goes up, you switch it to the Americana grip. So it's kind of like it's a pattern that way. And they can't really do anything to you there because your entire body weight's on their chest and you isolated that arm, right? That's the biggest thing with jiu-jitsu is getting the limbs away from their torso. We always talk about like T-Rex arms, right? Because they're trying to keep their arms tucked in, so it's hard for you to pull that out. Once this happens, their elbow opens, or you flare their arm out, it's go time for the submission. You just lay onto them, and then now their arm is stuck out here. Can't do anything. Cool.